Hi, hello, vanakkam. Sorry for the technical issues. I guess you can hear me now. என்ன இந்த குரங்கு மூஞ்சில இவ்வளோ ஒரு ஆனந்தம் வேற ஒன்றும் இல்லை. RCB is in a winning stage. I hope there is no more, the RCB way of losing it. ஜெயிக்கிற மேட்சை தோக்கிறது பழக்கம் அவங்களுக்கு நிறையவே இருக்கு. அதை அவங்க பண்ண மாட்டாங்கன்னு நம்புறேன். Hopefully not. What a game. Fantastic game for RCB. Definitely. Is this a new RCB அப்படின்ற ஒரு கேள்வி வருது. பட் டெஃபினெட்லி நாட். ஒரு கிளினிக்கல் பர்ஃபார்மன்ஸான்னு கேட்டால் கண்டிப்பாக டெஃபினெட்லி ஆமாம் தான். ஏன்னா ஆர்சிபி மாதிரி ஒரு டீம் வந்து இஃப் தேர் வின்னிங், டிஃபெண்டிங் எனி டோட்டல் ஃபார் தட் மேட்டர், ஈவன் இஃப் இட் இஸ் 300, இஃப் தேர் able to defend with this particular bowling set, it is definitely great. And even more it's fantastic is because of spinners doing well and slow ball is working. Because if you remember the game against, if I'm not wrong, it is against LSG, where literally everybody struggled to bowl any slower. Against KKR as well, nobody was able to bowl these cutters or the slower ones into the pitch, where as the batters they struggled, but none of their bowlers were able to bowl it. So eventually now they found out someone from in form of Yash Dehal, who could bowl that really well. And Cameroon Green is also trying to bowl those slower ones, which is good, into the pitch ones. uh, it is not done, the game is not done yet. And Karan Sharma, probably because of his 3 6s in the last game, he got a match today. Because see, you always needs to back up a bowler, especially if you have a leg spinner, wrist spinner in your team. You need to back up them. They know that what Chahal could do. Definitely, Karan is not as probably as able as Karan, but then Chahal, but almost he is so much of experienced guy. So you really need to back him up and say, you know what, you are our only spinner, the leg spinner that we have, and you're gonna play for the 14 games, and that's how it is gonna be. And as I speak, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is also lost his wicket. So now 8 wicket is gone. It's only 2 more wickets for RCB to wrap this game. Are we gonna see a new RCB from here on? If I have to say that short leg fielder, it it gave a lot of records down for a captain like Pat Cummins, who spoke about aggressiveness. And if you guys had looked out, there was so many memes coming out, scoring a 300 against RCB on this game. To be honest, at the mid innings, 207 runs, nobody would have believed that RCB would win this game. Even when RCB was playing, it looked like they could have scored a 250 easily, but then eventually lost the plot. Uh, Virat Kohli fans could also say that this is the worst innings that he had played. It almost looked like he couldn't maneuver. Even the rotation of strike was very difficult for him after that 15-20 balls that he faced. So it was quite tough on him. But yes, Rajat Padida's short innings has really helped RCBs to pile up the runs. And Green, finally finding some green is actually helping out as well. Now with the ball as well, he is able to take 2 wickets. Definitely, Pat Cummins' wicket is quite crucial, because he was he felt offended when Virat had kept that short fine leg, short leg, probably. because the reason why I'm saying it was done by Virat, because you could see that Virat was insisting Faf to go ahead and keep that short leg, which gives a message to the opponent opposition that you might be winning those games, you might be winning those 288, 277, but here we are the boss, and that's what has happened today. That short fine leg, I can never forget. If you actually remember, you know, before this in IPL, where I've seen this is when Gautam Gambhir did that to Mahendra Singh Dhoni, MSD, having a short leg for an MSD kind of a player is just amazing, and that gives out a statement as a captain. You're saying the opposite captain, you know what, we are the boss here. Try and take on us if possible. And is there a chance for the ninth wicket? No. Good to see everybody is contributing in terms of bowling today. Siraj have not had a greatest of IPL this year. Even he could chip in with some good over at the power play, and then has come back now. Will Jacks have started well with that first over where he dropped Travis Head. When Head and Abhishek Sharma went, SRH looked completely a different team. They looked like they doesn't have batters with them at all. So that's a good that's a good ploy that now RCB has shown to all the other teams. Focus on these two. That's it. The rest will follow you. We know that what Klassen can do, and I need to definitely speak about that particular wicket. Swapnil Singh has that heart to loft that second ball too. I was very sure the second ball is also going for a six, and that could be a short ball, and then he could. I mean, Klassen is one player like Shane Watson, who could smash even a slightest of short balls to six. I've not seen any other player, any other batter who could hit short balls of spinners to six as good as Watson, and then now Klassen. So the first ball or the fifth ball, or rather fourth ball, if I'm not wrong, when he lofted, it went for a six, and the very second ball, I thought it could be, he would immediately change it to a shorter ball, but he was brave enough to lift that the second ball again and give that drift, which in turn made that ball fall even more, even more in a good length rather than in an over pitch length. So that was the bravest bowling that I've ever seen. Though he gave few more runs in the next over as well, but I love that wicket because, to be very honest, at that moment I really felt, oh god, he's gonna go short at this time and he's gonna be whacked over the mid wicket. Is what I felt. Oh, is that the first wicket of Siraj? Is that a wicket? Is that a dot ball? Okay, it's a dot ball. I thought he hit this straight back to Siraj and he took a wicket. Uh, so yeah, so I felt at that moment, Swapnil Singh, wow, brave. I keep saying this because as a keeper, as a spinner, it is very important to be brave enough. It is very important to stay in your own thinking of how do you get this batsman out. You might end up giving a six or a boundary, but it is important to set the batsman in the tune that you wanted him to play, right? And I don't know, I felt like the inexperienced, or I would say, a domestic player like a Swapnil Singh might have gone for the shorter ball, the next ball. But then I was so impressed with him, the way that he actually lofted the second ball as well. Oh, I really don't know why Ferguson was chosen ahead of Reece Topley. Reece Topley has done really well, but then going back to Ferguson, I couldn't understand. I know they are looking at death bowling and middle phase bowling, but I don't think so. Ferguson can do that. He is just the hard hitting bowler. If there is nothing on the wicket, I'm sure he cannot do. He cannot generate anything out of the wicket. So it's going to be very tough on him. We could rather go with Alzari Joseph if you're going for Ferguson. Is what my thought process. I can be wrong. I would rather go with Reece Topley. He is an outstanding. He has an outstanding back arm or back of the palm slower one, which is really good enough when it comes to the death bowling. So I've seen him a lot of in CPL and even for the international games. He have done really well back in West Indies as well in the England West Indies series when the scores were at 200, 240, and more than 200. He had bowled some amazing spells. He is a bowler, kind of bowler who gives 4 overs 30, 4 overs 27, which is still okay. Even one odd game if he goes for 50 odd, you should be still okay with that because of the RCB's, the Chinnasamy pitch that we know how it plays. Anyways, 15 is it 54 of 14 balls? We all should feel that RCB has won here, but then I don't want to jump the gun as of now. Uh, yeah, and on the other hand, there was a message of points given for each games and stuff like that. And then one of the hardest core RCB fan had said like there is still a chance RCB can go through to playoff, and if all these happens, yes, it depends on all the other results as well. But as far as RCB is concerned, or RCB fan, I would say if they could pull out, say, next, I don't think so. They could make this game a little more tougher. I feel the way it is going now. I would be very happy to see if they could pull out, say, 6 out of 6 win would be outstanding. Even if we are not getting qualified, 6 out of 6 win will be outstanding for RCB and an RCB fan going into 2025. The reason why I'm saying is they would ideally understand or understand and realize who are the next actual retention players. At least in that matter they would understand. If they are losing, say 4 or 5 out of 6 or even 3 out of 6, then they will have to chop everyone out. That would be a very tough thing to do, considering no other players could be in the pipeline as well. 48 of 12 balls. Shabazz Ahmed. RCB has this tendency of anyone who have left RCB has always come back and hurt them back very badly. And I feel so sorry for this guy Shabazz. He has done so well every time he got an opportunity, but for some reason he never got 4 overs. Is what I feel. Always, even when he was in RCB, he does those 2 overs, 3 overs, outstanding spell, but he never gets that fourth over. I don't know why. Even today, he bowled an exceptional 3 overs with 14 runs. He was the one who started that stoppage of runs when RCB was going all out. Uh, and okay, he's not running single. Okay, that would help actually, because even if there was a single and then say Unatka could get runs somewhere down there, here and there, it could have still been a game. Okay, so as I said, I always feel very sad for Shabazz. Shabazz has done really well, even with the bat. Those small innings, he have always been good. Uh, okay, so if SRH is losing here, so this is a confirmation that every team has lost even at least one game in their home. So it's no more a fortress for everyone. So there was a question asked like SRH, could SRH win all their home games in Hyderabad? I hope they got an answer now. Uh, did SRH use their impact sub in the right way? I still feel that could be a question. They could literally find an answer to. And on the other hand, Swapnil Singh looks a good ploy, but again, RCB's problem with trusting the Indian players is always a concern for me. Be it Mahipal, be it Anuj Rawat, be it uh, Saurabh Chauhan, be it Suyash Prabhudesai, and now it is Swapnil, and there was Himanshu who played, and I guess there was this guy. What is his name? Mm, there was one left armer, Yogi Lalit. I don't know. I couldn't get his name. So there was so much of chopping and changes when it comes to Indian domestic players is where I feel every time RCB has this problem. They need to trust. They need to say, go back and talk to them, saying, you know what, we don't mind you going for run. We don't mind you giving uh, some chances. That say that you're gonna get 7 chances, 8 chances in a row, and still you cannot, then I will have to look out for other person. Look at what Rajat Padidar could do. First 3 games it looked like, oh god, he's just carrying from what he was doing in the test, and now the way that he's played last few games is just outstanding. It's really just outstanding game, and I hope he is retained, and he is retained for the future of RCB. As I said, I wouldn't have been surprised if RCB is losing this game. I wouldn't have even been surprised if FAF has been dropped, and RCB is going all out with Maxwell. Maxwell getting back into the team, and then going with Virat, Bill Jacks, Jacks. Sorry, Virat, Will Jacks, Rajat Padidar, or Cameroon Green, Rajat Padidar, Maxi. That could have been the best thing. But I don't know. Somewhat I felt their belief in the uncapped domestic players is the biggest concern. Not just now. That's been every single time. I feel it came from the day that they believed Sarfraz Khan. I still remember that 2018 detention when they had KL Rahul, who's the next big thing after Kohli. Instead of retaining KL Rahul, who was a Bangalorean, they retained Sarfraz Khan, and I don't know that just became a disastrous decision for them. And from there onwards, I never felt they have believed even a single domestic uncapped player. Yes, Rajat Padidar, they believed a lot. They gave him a huge responsibility for playing that one down. Even I remember Virat Kohli praising this guy a lot, but if he could show that continuously by retaining him and by having him in the next season, because I know that last season he didn't play, but they kept him rather than dropping him. They kept him, and which is reaping rewards now. Saying that, a happy day for RCB fans, but we all would want that RCB fans message to come true in terms of other teams winning and losing, and RCB ending up with 14 points and then getting into playoffs if it is a possibility. Um, 44 needed of 6 balls. At least now we can breathe and say, okay, RCB has won their second game in this IPL. So whose game is tomorrow?
Punjab and KKR.
Punjab and KKR is playing tomorrow, so there is no doubt who's going to win that game. I keep saying this: KKR could be the team to beat this year. As we all know, RR is doing tremendously well, but somewhat my heart says there will be one game where RR just flutters, and that game could be a decisive game. Maybe a final, uh, which I hope it doesn't happen. But then, yeah, that's a feel that RR is giving. But KKR, if they're going non-stop, anything could happen. Only wish, only wish could be they wouldn't want either a CSK or an MI who have done there, who have win it, be there in the final. You need to be very careful if these two teams are there. And yeah, SRH could also be the troublesome maker because with Pat Cummins, they know what to do. They know, they have that experience of winning bigger moments. So as I said, they're just showing that Swapnil Singh is over. He has given 40 runs in 3 overs, but that two wickets have been crucial. In IPL, in T20, as a bowler, it is always the wicket column which matters. Never bother about how much of runs you have given. It is still fine. But if you could take those wickets, it's as good as anything in when it comes to IPL. I know that with all the sub player or impact player, things are getting changed because the dot balls are looked at much more impact there than the wicket. But then, yeah, those two wickets that he has taken is makes that huge thing. On the other hand, Karan Sharma has a fantastic day today with 4 overs, 29 runs of two wickets, which is outstanding. I keep saying leggy who comes to RCB and performs well will be will always give those days of Chahal doing well for RCB. Chahal will always be missed for RCB, but then yeah, that's the toughest thing to do. Dayal, yes, Dayal has bowled some amazingly well spells in this year for RCB, but there are times when it feels like you know he has he has gone completely crazy. It looks like he doesn't even know to bowl. I guess even this ball, it could be a no ball rather than wide. It could be a high chance of no ball pitching outside the pitch. I guess that's what the umpires have been asked for. They have not given it, so Shabazz is going for a review, is what I feel. Is there a controversy? I guess yes, Shabazz is going for review, or is there a time lapse? Okay, I guess the time is gone. Shabazz couldn't review. It is a review for ball pitching outside of the pitch, because if the ball is pitching outside of the pitch, then it is a no ball. Because if it is a no ball, then you get a free hit. That's what. Now it's, yeah, Shabazz have gone for a 2 runs, and it is oh, 3 balls. There was a connection issue here, so I have missed the game. So please drop in comment what is happening in these 3 balls. Is there a wicket falling, or is there a six? What's happening?
It's the win for RCB. Yay!
There is one. Oh, this guy is such a huge fan of RCB. My niece, and he cries like anything if RCB loses, and that's what is happening for last 3 years at least. I mean, at least by the time he was looking at the game, we all, the adult RCB, cries inside a bathroom, or cries as if somebody is not seeing you, but this guy just cries outside. Very bad. Anyway, saying that today a good day for RCB. Yeah, so one ball. Finally, we won again. RCB win, Bhavya. Hmm. Thank you all. முடிச்சிட்டு போயிடுவோமா? That last ball of a victory of RCB. Yeah. RCB win. But that's good to see some, good noise in Hyderabad for an RCB win, which is actually good. Are you happy?
Yes.
Bye bye. நல்லா இருப்போம், நல்லா இருப்போம். எல்லாரும் நல்லா இருப்போம். Finally, RCB win and Virat Kohli is smiling, which is a good sign, good feel for every RCB. See, you can hear this guy noise. You can hear this guy shouting. 35 runs. Finally, RCB won. I don't know if this is going to be the new RCB and they're going to make some more wins in their row. I don't know. Let's see.